guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we are going to knock out a no-item run here with the Gifted Warrior category team here on the Legendary Vegeta event. Now, I did sort of knock out Worthy Rival and Gifted Warrior at the same time in the last one, but I wanted to, like, use Trunks and Goten. I feel like people always, want to see certain units utilized in some of these events, right? So, I wanted to do this because I knew, like, Trunks and Goten are good enough to get this done with them as double lead. Now, one thing that I don't like about their leader skill, again, I've turned around on this. For years, I was liking the HP and attack better, but as they've implemented more difficult events, I really do favor the attack and defense leader skills, right? Well, actually, I mean, I feel like HP and defense is fine as well. I mean, because the attack is... whatever, I'm not going to get into it, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? Like, I want that 170% defense. Now, with the Gifted Warrior team, Trunks and Goten, their leader skill is terrific, right? Gifted Warrior is a huge fat roster, and then we also have Kamehameha on it. But their HP and attack 170, and their defense they only give us 130, right? Which is very unfortunate, for defensive stats when trying to go through events like this, right? Now, for Trunks and Goten, they're really good, but obviously they get, like, so much better when they're with another Kid Trunks or Kid Goten, right? Really brings up their power level a lot. And what really does it is their active skill. So, I didn't use another Kid Trunks or Kid Goten because it's like, honestly, the Goten Gifted Warrior support, like, they really, I feel like, didn't make him good enough. I think the issue with him is that he raises attack on his super attack rather than defense. But that Goten, I mean, if you don't hide him, he gets crushed in here. Because this took a few tries. Gifted Warrior run with Trunks and Goten as lead. I mean, one of the big reasons it took a few tries, though, is, you just get caught, right? It happens. But that Goten is the one who kept getting caught for me, so finally I removed him from the team. With the build I'm using, the Vegetas work well together, obviously, but, like, it is tricky getting super attacks for, like, Khalifa and stuff like that. The other problem I run into with, especially because I'm running Evolution Blue Vegeta and I'm running STR Super Vegeta, and, I mean, Trunks and Goten, of course, themselves, is we just do so much damage that we, like, actually, like, fly through the event before many of these characters have a good opportunity to actually stack and build up their defense, right? Because that's a huge thing about this event, is building up defense is even more important than ever, because that Evolution Blue Vegeta at the end, he nukes your defense, but I believe the way it works is that it doesn't cut into the pool of, like, stacked defense or some shit like that, right? Because it's like, these characters that have stacked defense, the defense, like, they've built up is not actually cut by 80%, right? So it's like those characters that are stacking, you could still make it through this difficult event with all these stacking characters, despite the fact that, Vegeta, again, can cut it by 80%. So, I mean, a lot of the characters that we're rocking on the team should be fairly obvious. STR Super Vegeta is just, like, I mean, so far and away, like, the best TUR in the game. It's like, even in, like, this event, I mean, it's sort of built to counter him, right? Like, he's not, like, it definitely feels like they made that Vegeta, and then they made this Vegeta AGL at the end, like, sort of to counter him a little bit, but it's like, it doesn't really matter. Like, just as long as Vegeta, like, you could avoid him getting super attacked, he's good. I mean, at least, with mine, rainbowed, I've got defensive equips on him, and he's, he's, well, I mean, me and Garesh joke that the halfway point to level 10 links is actually, when you have one link to go. That's the halfway point, right? But, my Super Vegeta at the moment is, like, 6s and 7s and stuff like that, and even while recording the commentary for this video, I am actually grinding his links, even right now. Right, trying to get this boy done, because this Super Vegeta is just so crazy. Now, we actually got this. I was intending to do this, right? The reason I specifically made sure, like, towards the end to get Trunks and Goten together on the rotation, the two leaders, so we could use their active skill. Because remember, in order to do their active skill, you do have to have another Trunks or Goten on the rotation. Bam, the two leaders count. So I don't have to bring another Trunks and Goten on the team. The only thing is that doing this, you know, the turn where we pop the active skill, they get the guaranteed dodging, and then they get a whole bunch of extra stats. Key, chance to dodge, and attack and defense when they dodge on this turn with the 100% chance to dodging from the active skill. But I did get fairly lucky, right, in that both, like, I could have one Trunks and Goten at the start and one at the end, and both of them are going to really be able to build up their dodges that they need to get, right? Like, again, right at the start and at the back, we have just so many hits aimed towards both of them. So I was able to get a really good rotation for both of them and then really build both of them up, which is nice. Again, I ran into a lot of trouble sort of with, like, this blue Vegeta and stuff like that. This blue Vegeta is such a goat for this event because, again, he gets so many stats per tech orb. He's creating tech orbs and he stacks, right? So that tech blue Vegeta, he's like an HP regeneration character, dude. Like, I'm actually, like, I really should go in and give him, like, the Goku head symbol equipment. I'm thinking of that right now. The second, like, while recording this video, I'm gonna go give him that Goku head symbol after I'm done with this link leveling stage, because it's like, he just regens so much HP, right? That it's like giving him that Goku head symbol is really good for how, like, helpful he could be. It's kind of like the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku is very similar, right? The EZA Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku. One thing is that Goku does not stack. He just straight up heals from his passive, right? But yeah, that Tech Blue Vegeta, of course, you know, this is several runs we've used him. He does have a nuking passive. He doesn't actually need Tech Orbs to get, like, the full buff and stuff like that. But obviously Tech Orbs give him additional, right, stats. Tech Orbs give him, what is it, 30% attack and defense per orb, whereas just normal orbs give him 20% attack and defense per orb, right? So you do want to try and give him as many tech orbs as possible. And then, of course, he is stacking on every hit. You know, even if Evolution Blue Vegeta would super attack him, he is able to tank it. In this run, he does get supered for about 100k. I don't know what's happening right there while it's cut out, but he did get super attacked, right? You know, it does right around 100k, at least in this run, which is fine. And again, even though his defense is cut by 80%, he's still taking double digits afterwards, because again, the way the 80% cut works, right? Like AGL Tapion for me got nuked and almost, like, you know, got us killed and stuff like that. But for, like, some of these other stacking characters, it really doesn't end up being as big of a deal, right? Okay, so now that we've made it to Evolution Blue Vegeta, of course, this is where I want to pop all of the active skills I potentially could. I was actually really nervous at this point because Evolution Blue Vegeta has been hit 7 times. He can revive. Again, people disrespect this guy, acting like he's not one of the best units in the game, but, like, it's almost as though people pretend the revive doesn't exist with him. Like, it's only, like, you literally lose the event and then he's just like, nah, I'm good. Actually, I don't lose. Like, that, you can't, like, the amount of, like, no-item runs and challenge runs I've done with UI Goku, Vegeta, or Roshi reviving is a lot. Like, it matters. It fucking matters that Vegeta's got that ability, right? And, you know, this is one of the most difficult events in the game, and any team I can bring Vegeta on, I'm bringing him on, right? Like, I still see a bit of Vegeta downplay, and it's like, you can do that all you want to, but Vegeta is sick. They didn't make him as good as UI Goku, but that doesn't change the fact that Evolution Blue Vegeta is ridiculous. He's easily top 5. And again, I like him still as number 2. I still think the 6th-year anniversary LRs are, like, the best units in the game. That revival mechanic is dummy, man. It's very, very powerful. But I was really, really nervous right here that we would get killed. Evolution Blue Vegeta wasn't scaring me unless he got supered immediately. But I was more so nervous because if Trunks and Goten get caught with a super attack, we're dead. If Super Vegeta gets caught with a super attack, I mean, that's obviously instant death. Especially because, remember, we're on the double 130% defensive lead. So it just could be very, very, very scary, man, if we would just get absolutely blasted. Okay, another thing I want to point out, too, about this Vegeta, this Evolution Blue Vegeta, he definitely does not, like, I don't know what it is, but it feels like he goes down so fast. I don't know if it's just that, like some of these runs with all these, like, defensive stacking units, stuff like that, I'm also running, like, Super Vegeta, who, again, with 100% chance to crit, he just has so much, like, look at this. He's just taking off huge chunks of this guy's health. 92k right there. I mean, the second hit that would have came in would have been probably like 20 or 30. But I mean, again, this is with a 130% defensive lead, right? Again, I don't actually like Trunks and Goten as a leader. I know that's blasphemous. Oh, but yeah, the two categories, they're great leader skill, but the buff, man, I really just, for the way I like to play it, I don't like that 130% defense that they give. By the way, I'm giving Vegeta the Goku head symbols right now. I had a whole bunch of level 5 silver techs. I gave him one of those. Goku head symbols. I've got a level 3 gold I could give. I might as well just give him that. Bam. Okay, so now my tech blue Vegeta, if I use him on another one of these runs or something like that, any more challenge runs, now he's going to heal way more. But yeah, we just do so much damage to blue Vegeta. I was actually really nervous about this base Vegeta at the end because I couldn't remember how many times I'd super attacked with him right here. But this guy's just really, really solid for these types of events. He takes double-digit damage right here. Yeah, it cut out right as it happens, but he does take double-digit damage. This sort of Gallic Gun Vegeta from the Saiyan Saga. They're both pretty good. The Tech Kaioken Goku and that Gallic Gun Vegeta, they're not actually like, you know, risks. You know, we have, here's the thing, you know, these defensive stacking characters, I mean, they're giving us more long events, right? Always infinite Dragon Ball history stages. You know, we got 2 legendary, like, character events in this calendar year, GT Goku event and now Vegeta. So, you know, maybe we'll get that legendary Freeze event, the legendary Cell event. That stuff will be cool, man. But there we go. We're able to finish it off. We could have revived on this turn, too, if we did not finish him. That would have been sick, of course, but there we go. There is Gifted Warriors, no item done, using the Dokkan Fest Trunks and Goten. I still have a few more missions to do. Some of them I'm not really too worried about. I've now seen enough from Super Vegeta to, like, he's just so ridiculous that, like, even though this event sort of counters him, you just bring him in anyway. It's kind of like AGL UI Goku, it's the same thing, right? Like, against the GT Legendary Goku, you could still just say, fuck it, and just bring him, and he does fine in there, right? Like, he dominates all the way until the end, and then it's just to make sure he doesn't get hit more than, like, once, right? But that's the thing about Super Vegeta and UI Goku, is that they carry you through the event all the way to the final phase, and then it's just you hide them on the final phase, right? So it does work out rather well. And then, of course, here we'll show link levels and equips for a lot of these characters. My Super Vegeta is not yet done, and I believe the Gallic Gun Saiyan Saga Vegeta I didn't really put equips on. I really, before doing, like, Otherworld Warrior or Joint Forces, I really should make sure some of these characters are fully done with equips, link levels, and all that. But let me know what you guys think. Legendary Vegeta event, pretty fun so far. And I'll catch you guys for the next run on the Legendary Vegeta event.